We are now going to move on to badminton and how exercises with a stretch tube for badminton is essential. Yuva is a badminton coach and a player. He would like to first discuss on the badminton requirements, demands made on the player, because the game that is being played all over the world, perhaps in China and other specific areas, who dominate the scene seem to be slightly different in their mechanics involved in holding a racket and executing their movements, maneuvers in the forehand and the backhand. And I want Yuvraj to talk more about it, what he has learned before as he was in India and what he is using now.
You know me, like when I was just training, it's known as the universal grip. Like one holds the racket like
It's in the palm.
It will be just getting onto the palm, and we just work more on opening the wrist. So just the stretch of the stretch of the elbows. So most often, like we just get a pain on the elbows and like we're doing many times for it and everything. This is what a basic grip. So if you just see it out here, the pressure of the rotating of the shoulders is also more like where we just get like
Getting a shot using the shoulder elbow.
A lot. Coiling your forearm. It's like you're coiling a spring and uncoiling it off. It's going to be from here and here. So like it's going to be the fingers, your little one, your ring finger, your middle one, and your index finger, and your thumb is going to be just on the LA, like side on the LA, so that I have a space on the palms where I can just clap hands. So from here, I'm trying to just take it, I'm trying to just twist my forearms a little bit, just coiling it up, taking it, so that I'm opening my chest fully, stretching it out. So my elbows is in line. So when I'm going to be just addressing the shuttle or hitting the shuttle, I'm not going to be standing like this. It's going to be on the side read. So you can just see that the face of the racket is just facing my face. So when I'm going to be hitting the shuttle, when I'm taking it off, it's going to be an extension where I'm opening my racket. I'm opening. You can just see it off. From here, I'm opening, stretching it off to come in front. When I go it a bit faster, it's going to be down. Why I'm stopping it here is next I can bring it closer to my chest to get to my ready stance. So from here, I go and back here. This is more easier. If we are going to take the racket all the way down, again you need to pull back your shoulders
for recovery. You are already in position, so as you are moving into an offense, your defense, and not even a defense, you are already ready for an attack.
Another one. And then like on the backhand, like also again it's known as a universal grip, like what I just played in India. So we just hold it like this, and we hold by the side, we do it one action like this. You can see the force what I can generate here, like it's more extension of my elbows, my wrist, and my rotating of the shoulders. It's getting almost outside. But here, again in the different grip, that's going to be the little one, the ring finger, the middle one, the index, and the thumb is just getting on the LA by the side. So you can just see it off. The space what you are maintaining from your little finger to the wrist crease. That's what he's saying. So like when we are just going here, the elbows is going to be in line with the shoulders, and the shoulders is going to be in line with the wrist. So it's going to be a proper triangle what we are forming here. So when I'm hitting, it's the extension, the pinky, the little one is just pushing inside, where my thumb is going to be flat range. So from here, just holding the racket with my pinky, it's just getting straight. So when I make it faster, it's going to be a 180 degree from here. The force what I generate from here is done and is coming back. These sides, I'm just holding it only to my shoulder level. I'm not taking it down, so that like my recovery is much more faster.
So whatever I can understand, you cannot have like this on the sole. So what I can see is it goes in a line the space that you have created, that you are able to get.
The sound what it makes, you can just feel the difference. This one and the normal one. Yeah, you can see the difference. The power what you are just getting it here.
Because there is an uncoiling and coiling that happens, which is the key for the whole power to be generated. So whatever I can see that when we are taking this and bringing in the stroke that you just demonstrated, you are also using the palm in this direction, the wrist, to get more force in alignment with the shoulder, elbow and the wrist coming in. Whereas when we are doing it with the racket in this position, it's only the wrist going in, or the next level will be the elbow getting injured. Well, information, because you are able to make sure that this flick is going to be more efficacious, and you'll be able to recover faster because your racket stops here and you are already ready. But whereas when you are going to hit, this racket has gone down, to bring back it takes time. So this again is ready for movements. How have you designed now? Let's check this. This is what made you make this device.
Yes. So like when we are going to be practicing talk, you can just see like why I just created a therapy on the edges to just get it good. Here, I extend, stretch.
So in other words, your shoulder is already extended, elbow is
Yeah.
extended, and it's a wrist flick that
Yeah.
sends the
That
shuttle.
sends the shuttle. So it's going to be like very soft and smooth, and like the force what you're going to be just reaching the shuttle at the highest point. When I'm just coming here, I reach at the highest point and I just take my follow through.
That makes sense in having it this at the tip, because if this be the action, so I'm trying to see how this movement can be made resisted, and thereby the flick is recruiting more motor units, and that way it's better. Not for the grip that we use here in India. In that case, I would put it somewhere in the center. For this one, I feel your flick this way at the tip would be ideal to get it. Perhaps the
Backhand is the same thing. Where we just keep the level one, the ring one, middle one here. So when I just hit it here, it's going to create a triangle. So when I come here, the highest point. I'm holding it to the highest point.
you make an arc.
Yeah,
You
it's
usually make an
it's a
arc.
180 degree like what we are saying.
It's
On
like
the
a
90
sword.
degrees, I just catch the shuttle and I follow through another 90 degree down.
I think this is exactly what sword movement is. So I'm not surprised that Chinese could come up with this kind of change that can make so much difference in the quality of the game. So could we demonstrate some of the flicks that you do now?
So the basic thing what we did on the forearm is going to be from here.
Keep that in part of this. So the throat component.
Floating moves. Get it down here. Coming back. Coming back. Align. Getting it back. Then for the backhand, it's the same way. From here, I just take it off. So from here, highest point. Make it. And here, this grip, there's only like two ways of grip. This, we will be using it for defense also the same thing, and for offense also the same thing, for toss also the same thing.
Recruit your TA, exhale, and one go start to start. It's, in my opinion, exactly the way the sword goes for a cut forward, and that's the way the racket seems to go. For the backhand, ensure the inner foot, the back foot comes to the inner side of the exercise tube. And he lunges, and ensure that it's a straight line from the tip of his wrist, elbow, shoulder. You've never seen him somewhere like this, where he's sitting there. This seems to be the exact thing. That's why the stroke is so powerful and very fast, quick, and the individual has recovered for the next movement in a fraction.
So for the forehand, we just have it here. same thing, when I'm going to be getting inside the defense, here the same. So from here, I'm just getting it in this position. So from here, I get this. So from here, I'm going to be lunging by the side. Here, just from here. Just this and that. So same thing, I just get inside my backhand. So from here. Same thing, copy this.
So there is no follow-through action.
Yeah.
You stop shot there and take it back.
So that whip takes the shuttle. So like this from here. You can just see the amount of force what I can just
To the forehand, please. What we do the forehand is also.
the forehand.
First we do the forehand.
From here, up here, same thing. From here, for the forehand, defense. And that is very good. From here. So like when I'm going to just use a lift, also I use the same thing.
I'm going to lunge and do the side flips for his forehand and his backhand. So he is taking the initial stance and then he steps forward, being a right-handed player, the right leg forward. The left-handed players would use the left leg forward with the left hand moving forward.
Same way here, like when I just come here. So when I just move in front.
So my suggestion would be if you can draw a circle, like a protractor, the angles that can be created is a center, maybe a 60, maybe a 40 or 30, and again a one which is at 0. So if 0 to 90, you can use these angles. That would be the ideal one. Wherein he steps to a 60, and then to a 70 or 80, and then into a 90. So these are very easy for us to learn when we give a figure to it, and thereby you move to a 90 or a 70 or a 60 or a 40 and a 0 degrees from 0 to 90. These are shots that come from down to up, so wherein most of them are in the front, not on the sides. They are perhaps diagonal a little, but most of them are closer to the 70 and 90 degree range, if it's 0 to 90, 90 being on the top. So again I repeat that whenever he changed from a vertical movement, which is sort of holding the door stopper from the top, so that it is movements that are happening above the head, bringing the shuttle down, where the shuttle is high and your hand moves higher. Now when the shuttle is at the waist level, then he brought the equipment, also the door stopper, to the horizontal height and he moved for the flicks. Now if the shuttle is low, similarly you keep the door stopper at the lower end of the door so that you can lift it up for a flick. So in all these things he feels that the efficacy of the stroke will be more if the racket is never held in the palm but in the finger, and where it is tilted by the pressure of the little finger on one end and the thumb on the other supporting and moving it. It's literally rolling a little, and where there is a torque force that comes in, but the torque force is in alignment with the rest of the arm, the shoulder, elbow, wrist, and the rest of the fingers fall in line, and thereby the mechanics of the shot is phenomenally superb.